Hello, welcome all. Welcome in another important video. I hope you all are doing great. So in this video, we will discuss about storage in Docker. Okay, so let's get started. So by default, Docker store all its files inside the writable layer. Okay, so let me try to explain you with one example. So let's imagine this is your container. Okay, and you have created this container by using XYZ image, and as we already discussed, Docker always follows layered architecture. So the first layer will be your base image. Okay, so let's say you have used Node.js base image, and on the top of it you have installed new dependencies, and you have created one binary that is nothing but your Docker image. Okay, and you have created container using that binary. Okay, so this is your running container. So in a running container, sometimes we need to install extra dependencies. For example, inside Ubuntu container, let's say you want to install wget. Okay, so you will use apt-get install wget command, and you will get that installed. Okay, also sometimes you need to create few files. So let's say for your project you want to create some config file or even some text files. Let's say you want to create one txt file inside your container, so you can do that also. Okay, but all that file and dependencies that you are installing will get stored inside the writable layer of that container. Okay, so now you might be wondering, what is this writable layer? So let me change colors. So you have to focus on this writable layer. So writable layer is nothing but a layer on the top of container. So we are discussing about layered architecture, by the way. So this layer gets attached on the top of the container. So whatever the files, folders, or even dependencies you want to install in the container gets stored inside that writable layer. And this writable layer gets stored inside your host along with your container. Okay, so wherever your container data is stored, or from where your container is started, there itself this writable layer gets stored, and it will get stored inside the host. Okay, now everything is fine up to this point. We want to create file, we able to create file. We want to install dependencies, we able to install dependencies. Everything is working fine at the moment. Now what is the problem? Now the problem comes when you want to share this text file. Okay, problem comes when you want to share the dependencies. Okay, you want to share folders. So the problem with writable layer is you cannot share this data directly with any other container. Okay, in production you will need to share data between multiple containers. Okay, but by using this writable layer you cannot directly share that data with any other container. Okay, so that's the problem with this writable layer. Since this data is tightly coupled with the container itself, it is very hard to access from the outside. Another disadvantage of using writable layer is, as soon as you close your container, your writable layer data will also get lost. Okay, and you cannot retrieve it. Even if you restart your container, you cannot retrieve your previous data, because this is more like random access memory. As soon as you shut down your PC, in this case as soon as you shut down your container, your data will get lost. So that's the disadvantage of using writable layer, although it can be useful in some cases. But for the permanent storage, if you are looking for permanent storage, writable layer is certainly not good option. So luckily we have different options. We will discuss that in our upcoming videos, but just to give you heads up, there are three different types of storage Docker provides. First is your bind mount, another is your volume, and then there is tmpf. Okay, so we will see this in our upcoming videos, and we will also understand difference between all these three options. But for now you just have to understand why do we need storage in a Docker. I'm assuming you are pretty clear with this concept. It is simple. By default, Docker provides you writable layer to use and store your files and folders, but this storage is not permanent. This is more like random access memory. So as soon as you close your container, your data will get lost. So that's the reason, if we want to store our data permanently, and in fact moreover we want to share that stored data with other containers, then we will need some other solution. Okay, what is that solution? We will discuss that in our upcoming videos. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.